Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. I just want to stay on this subject as far as the NFL go and relocating the franchise. Now, as you know, in the last video, I was talking about that it still may be hope for the Raiders to stay in Oakland. I want them in Oakland. I really do. I could accept the fact that they went to Las Vegas because that would give me more of a chance to go to Las Vegas at least 3 times a year to see the Raiders play, because I would go to a few Raider games at the new stadium. But I think secretly the NFL does not want the Raiders or possibly any football team to relocate to Las Vegas. Now, the Raiders have cleared, quite a few hurdles to get them to Las Vegas, but there's still some more. First of all, the NFL owners have to vote on it. Now, I'm not going to go how many people need to say yay, but if 9 owners say nay, the Raiders can't go anywhere. Then also, it's a guideline where if the team's prospective city comes up with a suitable deal that fits the team's need, then the team still has to consider staying where they're at. Now, look. We all know that the Coliseum is a dump. That is no secret. Anybody in Oakland knows that the Coliseum is a dump. It's a dump. It's a flat-out dump. It's been a dump for a while. The Raiders and the A's are the only team that still play in the same stadium, and I think that's pathetic. I think they should have been tried to get both teams new stadiums, but to be honest with you, the Oakland A's, it's their own fault why they're not in a new stadium. Well, I should say it's because of Lou Wolf. He tried 3 times to relocate that team, twice to San Jose and once to Fremont. And then finally, when Major League Baseball and the rest of the Major League Baseball owners just said, look, dude, you can't go nowhere, man. You're not going to San Jose. That's the Giants' territory. That's really why he stepped down, because the owners were getting sick of him. I know for a fact that Major League Baseball, the new commissioner, wants the A's to stay put in Oakland. They feel like that's the best place for the A's to be, and I feel so myself. People are not coming to see the A's because they, one is because of how the team is, the Moneyball thing. So that's one of the reasons. But anyway, I digress. Sorry, I got off the subject, man. Every once in a while I can get long-winded. But let me get back to sports in Nevada, Las Vegas. This could be a potential nightmare for the NFL if they allow any sports franchise to relocate to Las Vegas. I don't want to hear about they got security and this. They got means to keep certain things from happening. Let me tell you something. This would be a nightmare. Can you imagine having a team in Las Vegas, not for just a preseason game, but permanently residing in Las Vegas? And do you know what type of scandals you're going to possibly have with players and gambling and hookers and God knows what else? I'm talking about it will be a nightmare for the NFL. You gonna hear about some player being arrested for possibly tricking or drugs, God knows what. You gonna hear about possible scandals with referees, and the NFL have to ask themselves, are they ready for something like that? Because I'm telling you right now, let's just say the Raiders do move there, and let's just say a team comes in there and then there's some very visible questionable calls. You're going to have people say, oh, shit, the fix is in. The fix is get in. Okay, and then if you look at the house, where you gamble, and you be like, okay, this particular game, okay, the house won instead of the people that bet it. The odds, you just going to have all type of shit going on in Las Vegas concerning a professional football team. Now, yes, before somebody come on there and say, well, Las Vegas got granted a hockey team, so why not? Who gives a fuck about hockey? Come on, man, for real. We all know where most of the betting resides in. is based off 4 particular sports: boxing, number 1, football, number 2, basketball, number 3, and baseball, number 4. I mean, this is a buyer beware thing for the NFL, because I'm telling you, the NFL can't have too many scandals, and this would be on Roger Goodell's watch. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I know for a fact that Roger Goodell wants the Raiders to stay put in Oakland and in the Bay Area, because when they first was building Levi Stadium, now the Raiders had a chance to share Levi Stadium with the 49ers. This was in 2011, 2010 when the final layout was getting developed, when they was getting financing in place and everything, when it was pretty much official. Al Davis turned it down. And Roger Goodell was sort of like, okay, you had a chance right then and there to get a new stadium. And he was real big on the Raiders and the 49ers sharing the stadium. Now, I can't blame this on the 49ers organization, because they did technically offer the Raiders a piece of Levi Stadium, and it was going to be a joint stadium. Now, Levi Stadium is completely a 49ers stadium. 49ers museum, memorabilia there, everything. But something was going to be worked out to where they would just switch everything over. When it was Raider games, they would switch it to Raider stuff. And when it'd be Niner games, they would switch it over to Niners shit. But the Raiders turned it down. So, if you want to get technical, it is sort of the Raiders' fault that they don't have a new stadium, because I was all for the Raiders sharing a stadium with the 49ers. And the funny part about it is Santa Clara is closer to Oakland than it is San Francisco. That's the funny part about the shit. Santa Clara is about maybe 30 minutes away from Oakland. 30, 25, depending on how fast the car you got and how fast you drive, where it's about maybe a good 40 to 45 minutes away from San Francisco. So, yeah, man. The Raiders fucked up. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, man, I really, truly do not think that they want a team in Las Vegas, because I do think they see what's on the line and what could possibly happen. One thing you don't need is hearing about your star quarterback, or your star running back, or your star cornerback getting caught in some kind of scandal, with gambling or women or drugs or just anything. They don't call the shit Sin City for nothing. But anyway, man, that's all I have to say about that, man. I'm out.